Okay, so welcome to the next episode of Penspinning Podcast. And today I'm with Gunter. Say hi.
Hi, bonjour.
And we're talking about round 3 combos. So, what are your thoughts on them? What was your favorite?
My favorite. I don't really know. I've liked Focus a lot. I hope I've got his nickname correctly, but anyway, it was pretty nice. And otherwise, I think Double Geek was really good too.
Yeah, he
That
was.
were my true favorites, I guess.
Wow. I mean, like the big geek was crazy. Like,
Yeah,
if he
it
had
was.
better execution,
Mm,
because execution wasn't that good, but it was fairly original and fucking hard.
yeah, it was very well thought out too. I think that he may have produced some other drafts with maybe slightly better executions, but then the breakdown wasn't as good and some subtleties were lost. So I think this one was a really good compromise between drafts with worst execution and things with lighter breakdown, in fact. But
Yeah, I
it was
mean, that's true. You
pretty
have to find
impressive.
this balance. Yeah,
But
that
it looks
was.
quite
Hmm.
hard to find when you have this level, to be honest.
Yeah, damn, but this combo is really good. Like, this is complexity actually.
Yeah, the finish was mind-blowing, but the whole combo was mind-blowing, but I wasn't
Honestly,
really
for me, finish was the easiest part.
okay.
But like, I saw this combo and beginning was super nice. Then those wipers, and I'd say that finish might be hard because it was in the end, and I guess that the hardest part was actually this like unbroken chain that he had almost no filler.
Yeah, that's really impressive too in his spinning.
Yeah, and
I'm
also those
I'm struggling.
hybrids.
But this one was quite good, and it was really interesting for me being in his team to see a bit of the process from the first drafts and rough ideas and
Oh
then
yeah,
evolving to definite combo. It was really impressive. It's not something we are used to, I guess, as pen spinners and even in tournaments because I've not really participated in many tournaments, but for World Tournament B in 2009, 19, sorry, I get lost in
yeah,
the numbers, but it was myself preparing my combos and maybe showing a bit of them to Shobi or Patchwork. But I never really saw anyone building a combo from kind of scratch. And then
oh yeah,
this was a occasion to witness creativity and stuff like that.
yeah.
So
Like this
it was
process
pretty,
of someone else. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's
That's
nice to
nice
see.
actually.
I think that where the other than the tournament in itself, what's really interesting with World Cup is that as a team, you can see the process that is used by everyone. And so you have different points of view which are confronted, and you have to work in intelligence with everyone too. So it's really interesting and it's really helpful to make you grow as a spinner, I think.
Yeah, it definitely does. You're being part of this team with all those super good spinners, and you get this feedback from judges, and yeah, it makes you grow so much.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's pretty just like what I said in the workshops chat when he was saying that he was spinning with spinners that he looked up to when he was a beginner.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's, it's pretty impressive for me. I'm kind of new and I sometimes feel kind of out of place in my team, but it's really interesting to see those legends between bracket, like left finger, for instance, and being able to work with them. It's pretty.
Yeah, I
pretty
mean,
much
you
nice.
fit them, I think. You fit there. Like,
Sorry?
I mean, I feel like you're not that out of place in this team. You're pretty decent, I'd say.
Uh, yeah, it's just that I always get some negative opinion of myself, I'd say in general. But so I
Well,
may be quite biased, but that's my feeling at least. But I'm pretty happy of what I've produced, even if it's not the topic. Then no, sorry.
yeah. I mean, yeah, you're pretty strong. Waiting for your finals.
Mm, me too.
Me too,
But
yeah.
yeah, other than the Geek there, I think Cruz did a really nice job, even if his combo is a bit on the long side. It's not boring to watch, but I don't remember who talked about this, but at some points it was said that when you have this good execution, which the complicated part is to make some elements of your combo to stand out. And his combo was crazy because it was quite long and with perfect execution. But it's not that it lacks highlights in terms of tricks. It's just that execution-wise, you can't really differentiate them, and it just flows very well, but without any, yeah, I don't
Without
really know, but
highlighted tricks, yeah, links.
yeah, like his
Yeah, I get it.
finisher, for instance, is really nice and impressive, but it just continues from his combo with the same rhythm and all, and it may be a letdown, but I was really mesmerized by it otherwise. It's pretty interesting because it's two really different visions of the same theme, and
Yeah, that's
it's
true.
pretty interesting to see what they did with the idea of wipers.
Yeah. Like Fukuro is more of this aesthetic part, and Ula is more of this breakdown part, I'd say.
Mm. But I had a discussion about it with the Geek, I think. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
about I had a discussion about it with the Geek and about aesthetism, in fact. And he was saying that Wola was really for him, it was really fitting aesthetism too, because the construction of the combo, even if it's not really what you expect when you watch Wiper theme, which is based on aesthetism,
Huh?
is made in a way to produce some impression of the viewers and construction wise and sometimes pacing wise too. And it kind of fits in the theme because it's producing effects which are not just tech or anything like that. I don't know if I'm really clear, but that's
Yeah, I think I get like this smart breakdown and like this aesthetism in not in case of the execution, but in case of the structure. Yeah.
yeah. And
Yeah, I guess you.
the goals he had to produce some effects, I think
Yeah,
too.
this is underrated. The structure, just thinking of a combo to just suit
Mm,
like be a current combo, right?
yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Like one thing about this black combo is like yeah, like RPD mentioned, he put his shot glass in a place when Fukuro places his owl, and I was like, yeah,
Yeah, it was pretty fun. This one, it's
yeah,
pretty.
like
The Filipino team is full of interesting people, I'd say.
yeah, that's true. I mean that's cool. I'd say yeah, and this other Vipers battle C70 left finger.
I think that C17 was quite. C17's combo was quite interesting because you can see that he was trying to do things he's not really used to. I think it was quite good, but I'm not a wiper specialist and I kind of struggle to understand breaks sometimes. So I can't really judge, but visually at least it looks quite different to what he already did show. And I guess that it was quite good. I don't know really how it will be judged. I liked left fingers combo a lot too. It's more technical, I think, but I really don't know.
Well, I don't know. Also, like wipers are in this aesthetic theme, right? Like execution is more important, I'd say. I mean, it's weight more points, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And
It's
then,
something like that.
I think that C17 has way better execution. And they actually, like, I feel that they combos like C17 tried some twirls and this knuckle stuff. That finger was kind of technical, yeah, but not. I mean, it's not what I understand as technical wipers, I'd say. I mean, it's not really this aesthetism kind, but it's not that truly technical, you know.
Yeah, I
Because
can
tech
get
wipers are like,
yeah.
voila, I suck, maybe. Like this
And
kind
to
of
Fram.
stuff. Yeah. And I think like left was somewhere in between, I'd say. Actually, I'd say C70 will win that, but it's close. It's really close.
Yeah, I myself I don't really know. Well, I'd like left to win, but when I saw it, I thought that it was quite close. I think that Ultimate Rookie guys, were a bit on the edge for filming this round. So I think that C17 combos could have been better, but it's already quite good as it is.
Yeah,
it's quite impressive. Those kids are really, really impressive.
They are strong. Like, damn, those duo from last round was like, wow.
Yeah, absolutely. And even Vexy, who is not maybe not as strong as his other how do you say this? Yeah, teammates. He may not be as strong, but he's already quite good, and it shows that they are all trying a lot. It's
I'd say that Vexy is stronger than Haro.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But it shows that it may sound a bit cheesy, but it shows that they are really like passionate about it, and I'm quite impressed. Their motivation is mind-blowing.
Yeah, it's insane actually, like how fast they progress. And let me just close the window.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, sorry.
No problem.
Okay, so I'm back. Yeah, I think that their progress is insane, and I'm waiting for them for like next World Tournament maybe.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think that some of them will be really impressive spinners if they can keep up this pace.
Yeah, if they will spin at this time. Because I won't be surprised if they get burnt out.
Oh yeah.
Because like they also did pretty well in Japan Cup, right?
Yeah.
So that's just
okay.
Fine. Okay, we're good. So yeah, let's go to like maybe Tetora Arconix aestheticism.
Yeah, this one was quite. I was expecting maybe a bit more from Tetora, to be honest, because what it did show while doing mainly power with Sututu was really impressive because it was very strong and at the same time very clean execution-wise. And here I think it tried to fit in the theme, but by doing things that is not used to. In fact, he tried to change spin and stuff, and it shows, I guess.
Yeah.
For me, the pace of his combo was a bit too quick compared to what he may be used to, and sometimes but it was personal feeling. I don't really know. It seems that he is doing the tricks the quicker as it can to, I don't really know, but give more strength to rotation and stuff like that because he seems kinda afraid to lose control. But it's a feeling I got because sometimes when I record and I'm close to the deadlines, I try to do the same in order to secure a combo in a way, and
Oh, really?
it kinda gave me this vibe, in fact. But I don't really know.
Wow,
It's
I
quite
mean,
good.
okay, like I wasn't thinking about this. Like, do you really like spin faster when you're close to the line?
Sorry.
Like, do you spin faster when you're close to the line? Like, I don't really get it, to be honest.
Oh yeah, I was saying that. Uh, well, it's when I'm close to the deadlines and I have to record, and I know that there is not much time left. If I have not the complete control over my break, sometimes I try to not really spin faster, but give more momentum to the tricks in order to be sure that I can land
Ah,
them.
yeah. Yeah, okay.
And it's the feeling that I got when while watching this combo, in fact. That I
Wow,
don't really know.
okay.
It's a personal impression. So,
Well, I
but
didn't get that
otherwise,
impression, and like,
okay.
honestly, I kind of disagree because, well, I think that this combo is pretty good. And for me, it's amazing how Totara is at this, like he's spinning not that long, and he's comfortable with all those styles. Like he can do power, he can do this technical stuff, and he can also do this aesthetic combo. You know,
Mm.
like
Yeah,
he's
it's quite
comfortable with
impressive.
different styles, and he's pretty good at them. Like I'd say that the control was really good, pacing was really good. I mean, in the end, he kind of lost this control, but overall, I'd say that yeah, this combo was really good, and it's a close battle, I'd say.
Yeah, I was honestly, I was. It was a feeling that I got, but overall, I did find the combo quite enjoyable to watch, and I think it was a goal. And even like the setting and everything around the combo was pretty well controlled. Uh, yeah, in the end, it's just
Yeah,
that I was maybe kinda expecting a bit more, but at the same time, as you said, they are spinning for a very short time, and it's already really, really impressive. So I don't really know. Maybe I'm a bit too harsh on judging, but yeah.
yeah, and also like you're in this X team, so there's some bias. Yeah,
Yeah, sure. Definitely.
and I think like they both were great. Actually, I was surprised by Arconix so much because usually when I would see this matchup on paper, like Tetora versus Arconix, I'd say that okay, Arco has no chances, and well, his combos was really good, and I think this is actually a close battle because Arconix did really, really well.
Yeah, I was quite impressed too, and it's amazing how hard is he worked in this. I'm pretty sure that Tetoa worked really hard too, but yeah, as having an internal point of view on the different drafts and stuff like that, uh, the thoughts he put into it and other things which were really impressive
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
It's
because you saw the
quite,
process. Yeah,
yeah. And it's quite fun, even like you said, to see that he was doing this good in aesthetic when not so long ago he was focusing on fully fingerless stuff and at power PSO, for instance. And the difference
yeah, he
is
was.
mind
Yeah, and
blowing.
that's nice to see like him doing well in different categories. That's good actually. Yeah,
Mm,
that's what I appreciate. Like both of them are really good in few categories actually.
yeah, that's quite right. There
Yeah.
was a bit of lag in what you said, to be honest. Sure.
Okay, so yeah, let's go. We'll do it.
Yeah. That was. Actually, it was duets did not have any of my favorite combos this round, but they were really enjoyable to watch, and both were really different, but yeah, really strong too. I guess that Ennis with Rioliv was quite unexpected. Like the IRL tag at the end was
Yeah,
really
this was really strong.
impressive and
Yeah.
totally unexpected. Probably my one of my best surprise in penspinning tournaments, I guess. But I think it's
Yeah.
same for many people.
Yeah, I mean this in real life transfer was. I just want to know how long did this take to record actually?
Yeah, it was. I think that the ending with Menoa trick with the stall and I don't know if it's called. I think it's Menoa metronome, something like that. They
I don't
do in
know. I mean I
in the
know
point.
what you're talking about, but I have no idea how it's called.
Okay, so this thing, and then Ennis doing a pen can at the end. I think it was done in another video from
Oh,
some gathering or something like that at for Jab. But anyway, it was not less impressive, and it was quite well thought of.
yeah, those transfers were nice. I mean, those were really strong. And also, it's
And
not what you would practice every day. Like, the
yeah,
best thing about it is like, it it can't take too long because first of all, if you're just hanging out, then you won't spend like an hour recording one transfer. And also, you don't really. I mean, you have to come up with this. You don't have time to practice this because at home you can't really do it.
yeah.
So it's just
So
coming up with this stuff plus recording took like I don't know how long, but I'd say that half an hour at most.
oh yeah,
So
definitely it
that's
was.
impressive.
Yeah, really really impressive. And even the rest of the duet, the rest. I don't know how to say it, but yeah. So the other parts of the duets were really well thought too. And I think that what's quite impressive is that they managed to make the spin of both Rioliv and Ennis work together, even if
Yeah, yeah,
they are quite different. Uh, yeah, it's quite nice to see. Maybe Ennis adapted to real life a bit more than the other way, but honestly, the alchemy is here, and it's quite nice to see.
yeah.
So
They were fit because like they did like power-ish stuff, I'd say.
yeah,
Because like Kyosuke does this power, and the N is kind of power, so he did it, and yeah, it just suited each other.
that's pretty. What? Well, sorry for the. What I had trouble to process, however, regarding duets, is
Uh-huh.
that I don't really know if either of the duets this round are following the sets of rules that were made in the rule books. Because in a way you can say that there are more than two combos for persons in Jeb's duet, and in the Filipinos team duet, I think that there are one combo for Xond, one combo for I think it's Mond, yeah, and
Yeah, it
then you
is.
have one pen two hand part, but with
Yeah,
the
they're
cuts,
synchronized.
I don't really know if it counts as a combo. It was really well thought of too and quite impressive, but judging wise, I don't really know how it will work.
I mean, yeah, because it was cut, right?
Yeah, there are numerous cuts. So
I'll just reverse this real quick, but I think that yeah, it was like from different angles, right?
yes, that's right.
Yeah, yeah, different angles, and like you can't really check if they filmed it at one take or was it like three different takes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So it was a bit weird, but other than that, the duet was really good too, and it's pretty nice to see Xond again. I'm not really that knowledgeable in penspinning culture in a way, but I remember some of his runs from the WT that Menoa did one. I don't remember the year anymore, but it's really cool to see him again, and his combos were quite good too.
Yeah.
And the 1 pen 2 hand stuff was really nice, and it's impressive to see how many people in the W team actually worked on 1 pen 2 hand, because
Yeah, that's true.
we already seen some with Ola on
Yeah.
round 1, I think, and then this
Yeah.
round with Zhao
Round
1 on
2,
1.
well, I guess.
Round 2, okay.
Round 1 was
But
this counter stuff dance.
yeah, right.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty cool that people develop 2 hands finally.
Yeah, it's pretty nice, and it's quite fun to see that they are all working on different stuff, and they have a quite polyvalent team, while some other teams like Dawn Wanderers, for instance, have really set roles, and even if pretty much all of the members can go in some teams like aesthetic, for instance, for others they are really definite and set roles. So it's nice to see both approach too, I guess.
Yeah, I get you. Like from Japan, like everyone has their own theme, and from this W, like one people can cover like half of the themes.
That's pretty impressive also, I'd say. And even
Yeah, it
for
is.
old between brackets spinners like Zond to be able to make a comeback and still be quite in meta and still
Yeah.
be evolving and learning new stuff, it's pretty impressive.
It is.
Also, what I really liked in that is that I think that it was Walla who edited all the duets and even the first round collaboration video. And it's pretty nice to see that there is a continuity in atmosphere in all their videos.
Yeah,
That
that's pretty
was
cool. Also,
pretty
like
cool.
Ola is a good editor.
Yeah. It's pretty
So
nice to see.
yeah, it's nice to see that like they got a strong spinner and good editor and one person. Yeah.
Mm-mm. That's right. Yeah. pretty
And it's actually
impressive.
fun because editor has to be from the film, like I mean from the team, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. You have
But
to.
also you can have a substitute who will never participate in any battle and edit your combos. And that's perfectly fine, right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that's a rule that we can't actually even check if people obey this.
Yeah, that's true. But I think that everyone played by the rule, I hope.
Yeah, I
And
hope so, but it's hard.
it kind of shows. It kind of shows, I guess, because you know that some spinners are into editing, like myself or Arconix, and even Voila, for instance.
Yeah,
And other teams like Dawn Wanderers, you know that primarily there is not really anyone who is into editing, and I think it shows on the collaboration videos or duets, even if they are pretty good duets in themselves because of content, but editing wise, it's nothing comparable, I'd say. So it's
yeah. I mean, actually,
relatively.
in duets and in collabs, I'd say that editing plays a huge role.
Sorry?
Like I think that in duet and in this collab round, editing can get some points, like a lot of points
Yeah, absolutely.
for this
It can make difference.
visual effect.
Or even maybe just like the creativity of transitions and stuff like that. Like for I'll speak about my team, but for our round 2, what Arconix did on the duet with the Geek was
Yeah, yeah.
really impressive. Like the first transition was.
Yeah, I
tried to.
I love those transitions.
I tried to do it, but it was quite out of my level, and he's way more knowledgeable than me with After Effects and stuff like that. And it's pretty nice to see how creative things can be when you have someone who is really into those things.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, actually we've got this last battle, like Kobe versus Chubby.
Yeah, that's right. This one, I was quite surprised because I think I expected a bit more from both of them. Because I know that, well, the Chubby's combo was really nice at some part. I don't remember exactly, but the timestamps and stuff like that. But there were some parts that were really well highlighted, I think, but it felt a bit short. On the other hand, I think that Covey was quite reserving himself. Can I say this? He was keeping stuff in his sleeve anyway for later runs because it feels pretty much like the usual combos he makes, I think.
Yeah, but
It was good.
His combos are really similar.
Yeah, that's true. That's the other. But I don't really know. I don't know if it's really close, but both were really good execution-wise and pacing-wise. But maybe Chubby's one felt a bit less linear, and it was quite good. And I may be kinda biased, but I don't really like some aspects of Kovi's spin. So maybe I'm not the best person to really judge this in a way.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like Kobe's spinning is really good aesthetic-wise, but he might need some variety, I'd say.
Yeah. Overall, I think it's maybe the same problem than with Drowsy. Some people really discussed it, is that it's really nice when you take the combo individually, but when you have some others in mind from the same person, it starts to feel like all the combos have the same visual identity, and there is not much to distinct them.
Yeah, that's true. And I mean, it's also like way easier to do nice looking combo that is using the stuff you can do, yeah.
I think that keeping the balance in aesthetics theme is quite hard too, because you have to. You may want to implement some tech and some other stuff, but you need to keep your execution as good as you can and focus on many other things. And it may be a bit limiting for some people, I guess.
Yeah, because like there are like 10 points for difficulty or something, or not for no, for like 5 for difficulty, 10 for originality, right?
Yeah, something like that. I remember that. I don't remember how it is for aesthetic, but I think that it was like 15 for execution or stuff like that, and 5 for difficulty in wearing 4 wipers.
Fuck, excuse me for a minute.
No problem.
But yeah, okay. So yeah, back to this criteria stuff.
Yeah. So I was saying that.
Yeah. Yeah, go.
Okay. I didn't remember too well, but I think it was something like 15 for execution and 5 on difficulty or something like that. This ratio.
Yeah, it was. So you can't deny difficulty and originality.
Mm.
Like you
Yeah.
have to balance this, but at the same time you have to focus on exec. But this, I
To
mean,
still
for 10 points for originality, I think it's way too much for aesthetic theme.
yeah, it's quite yeah. It depends, in fact, of what you think as aesthetic, but it's something that is, I think, really hard to define in an objective way because perception of what's aesthetic might differ widely from different people and even from different judges. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's right.
pretty
But at the
pretty
same time,
difficult.
I think it's not. I think you can't define it because it's about this like control, refinement, tempo, effect.
But yeah, if we were talking about that, for instance, HAL can fit in aesthetic because control, refinement, and tempo-wise is a really good instance, and the way he produces effect in order to highlight some of his tricks, and I don't really know how to say it, but catch the attention of the viewer is really thoroughly, and yeah, it's made definitely in order to produce something aesthetic, but there again, I don't really know if he could score well with the criteria of this tournament, and that's why I think it's a bit hard to quantify and define
Yeah, that's actually true
objectively.
because like compare like Hal to Eban, let's say. Of course, like Eban
Yeah,
is way more into aestheticism, but Hal can fit actually, and he would do pretty
yeah,
well in this World Cup considering criteria, I'd say.
yeah, it's true.
Actually, I was thinking like Chus could actually do really well because of this like 10 points for originality. So he could just go and do some of his usual stuff, and
Yeah, true.
I'd say that he would do really well because his execution is pretty good. He can do some stuff that's more original that, let's say, like Kobe or Tetora,
True.
and he can keep a really good effect and execution, and that would be a killer actually.
Okay.
I mean, not saying that
Yeah,
he's like that's like stronger than them, but considering this criteria, he would be a monster, you know.
yeah, I might never. Sorry, I might not have read the criteria well enough for those battles, in fact. But yeah, that's a pretty good point. Um,
Yeah, because it's just that, yeah, that's the problem of tournaments. Like criteria just suck, I'd say. And
yeah, and
sometimes you can make
sometimes,
something that's shittier than you would do, but fits criteria better and
mm-mm,
can win.
totally. But at the same time, I think it's quite good to have this kind of battles too, because it's an occasion for spinners to diversify themselves and try themselves on different styles, like you said about what you said about Tetora, for instance. So it's quite good.
Yeah, that's true, that's true. Because there are themes and you can try different stuff by trying different themes, obviously, which you
Yeah.
won't really do at world tournaments because, yeah.
What you want to do is just pass to the next round, so you have no
Yeah,
room
like I
left
mean, in
for.
world tournament you can just stay in your comfort zone and actually get doing different themes has advantage because you're not recycling that much stuff.
Yeah, like what Isaac did
Yeah,
on
or Manoa.
his two-hand stuff, and yeah, two-pen, two-hands also.
Yeah, like this. I mean, yeah, let's take this World Tournament finals last year, like Isaac versus Stark. Like,
Yeah,
okay, Isaac's combo was better, but if they were on like similar level, Isaac will win because Stark actually had similar concepts to his previous rounds, and it felt like his typical combo, while Isaac had like no recycling, I'd say.
yeah, because it was completely different of what we had the occasion to see through his whole run.
Yeah, and like Isaac said, that the times when you can just keep in your comfort zone and spin only one theme are pretty much over, because if you have two really strong spinners and one of them just goes same theme all the time, and the second one just makes something from entirely different trick family, then he gets this originality like for free.
Totally.
Yeah.
And I think it was quite a pity that we had to see Gollum Skates, two hands, two pen and one hand stuff in semi-finals instead of finals, because it would have been really interesting to see both.
It was a
Isaac's,
battle of this tournament, like damn.
yeah, best battle, probably
Yeah,
best
because
battle.
like
Yeah.
it was finals were great, but finals were like the second best battle. Because
Yeah.
like in semifinals, Isaac did a better combo than in finals, I'd say.
Mm.
And Isaac's round 5 was way stronger than round 6. And also this Golem to pen was really good.
Well, that's pretty unexpected.
Yeah. I mean, was it unexpected? Because like he did some depends. Yeah, I mean like he was doing this depends before.
Yeah, that's true. But I think that he was the first to do it in any tournament, and maybe with this kind of elaboration for a combo. Anyway, it was pretty mind-blowing.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I still think that considering Japan, this combo was like pretty basic, I'd say. But because of Japan is really undeveloped, then it was like it's at the same time it's top tier because there isn't. I mean, I think that's actually like the strongest Japan combo ever. But at the same time, I feel like it's still fundamental in case of what's possible in this team. And
Yeah,
in like 1 or 2 years from now, this will be considered pretty basic, I think.
yeah, it's more like a milestone or something like that than.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I can't wait to have World Cup with two pens, one hand as team. Would be quite interesting, I think.
It will be in Penspinning Olympics, you know.
Oh yeah,
This multi-pan. I mean, it's multi-pan, so like you can take like someone did
okay,
like
so
Firefox did 3 pans or something, but that's crazy.
okay, whoa.
I mean, like this.
Okay.
Honestly, this multi-pan thing will be like more for the development of Japan rather than competition, because I can see how there can be huge difference between like 2-pan one hand and 2-pan two hands, maybe.
Yeah,
I mean, linked 2-pan two hands, you know.
totally. Like what Isaac did also in the World Tournament, right? With some elaborated transfers and stuff like that.
Oh, I wasn't really thinking about this. I was thinking about this linked stuff. Like, you remember this? Oh yeah, finals duet with Pixels in Team World Cup.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I see what you mean. With
Yeah, this
really
kind of like
creative.
it
Okay.
feels like 10 fingers are spinning at the same time, you know.
Yeah.
And I tried this. It's hard, but I hope people will develop it as well.
Yeah. No wonder it's sad.
Yeah,
It's pretty.
like that's a shame actually, because people don't develop this because Well, it's annoying and it's hard, right? And I really hope someone will finally freaking go and develop this, like Isaac will do probably.
Yeah.
But I hope that more people will just try this multi-pan.
I tried to do some things too because it was pretty hyped right after seeing Golem's combo.
Oh yeah.
And what did really throw me off in a way is that there is little to no resources available, and you can't really like compare what you're doing and try to pick up stuff from others, and it's pretty hard to. Well, it's not really an excuse, but it was my feeling. It's pretty hard to focus on something when you have to find all your ideas from scratch.
Yeah,
While
that's the problem.
on the other end, you have the opportunity to keep on spinning in a less experimental way and see how fast you progress. So
Yeah, that's true. Like you don't have those resources in Japan, and yeah, it just I think like feels like spinning one pen in like 29 or something or 8 even. When
yeah, totally.
people weren't learning, they were coming up with this stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
So
I think that's how it feels to just spin to pen.
exactly. And it's pretty, I don't know how you say this in English, but it goes, against all what you are used to
Yeah,
when
that's
you
true. Like
already
getting out
know
of
how
your
to.
comfort zone.
You have to completely rethink everything you know, and I think that it may be something that is quite hard to do for many people, well, including me. But
Yeah, it is. It is. Like I tried it and it's really hard because it's just a different, like it doesn't feel like Penspinning anymore. It's like something different.
yeah, totally.
Yeah. But then like I hope someone will finally just go and expand it so we have something to learn. Like I was trying to expand it, but how? I mean, I have no idea what even to do. You know?
Yeah, and it's in which direction to search and stuff like that. It's
Yeah.
pretty.
Like what I think is like
interesting.
you can go in some directions. Like first, like most obvious is use the other pen as your sixth finger or something.
Yeah.
And do this kind of stuff, but that's pretty basic, and I think that that's not really what's fun about it, because this sounds very basic, and I think that's more interesting, but I can't do it yet. Is like do this desynchronized, like spin both pens at the same time.
Yeah.
But in different directions and do different tricks with this, you know.
Next level finger mobility and independence.
Yeah, that's like maybe like basic stuff would be like, let's say, neo back from 1-2 to thumb flap, and at the same time twisted sonic reverse from 2-3 to 3-4.
Yeah.
Like, and those are
Pretty
fundamentals.
hard. Yeah.
Those are fundamentals, and it's hard. So now imagine doing like, let's say,
hybridations, stuff like that.
no, like this is fundamentals. Just imagine doing like maybe palm down, fingerless middle around with one pen, and at the same time like pinky burst cardioid with another pen. You know, this kind of stuff. I want to see this, but
yeah,
it will take some time to implement it. Like I got the ideas, but I don't know if they're even possible, you know.
Anyway, I think that, as you said, there is hope, because I think like pen spinners from 2008 wouldn't have imagined how pen spinning would have progressed and what we are able to do now, in fact. So there is more room left to improving many areas of pen spinning, including classical spinning, I guess.
I mean, yeah, that's true. Classical equipment is one hand. Yeah.
And it's pretty interesting, I think, to see tournaments like World Cup for this, in fact, because as it's showcasing many different styles, you have a huge variety of combos and a huge variety of takes on all those themes on ideas, and it might be a solid base of materials for future generations of spinners to rely on and start to develop strategies for tournaments like world tournaments for future years.
Yeah. Yes. Basically, I'm looking forward to this, developing all this stuff. We'll see. Damn. Okay, so like, you can maybe finish here, or do you have something more to say? Like, you want to
No.
talk about it?
Sorry?
So like, we can finish here, or do you want to talk about something more?
No, I think we're good.
Okay. So yeah, thanks a lot for joining this podcast, and see ya.
Okay, see you. Thanks.